Hey guys, FilthyRobot here, continuing our playthrough of EU4 with the Arumba. And going pretty well. Not much happening right now. Or rather, lots of stuff happening with these pop-ups. Lots of new rivals.
Yep. The AI doesn't seem to want to stay static, do they?
No.
Alright, so...
people are bothering us, threatening our trade. Okay, it's got 8 pop-ups.
Nice. Royal marriage offer from Sweden. Okay, so long term, do we want to be friends with Sweden? Before you click that, remember to check ages. We are 43, and he is 26. You should always be the one... You want the older of the two nations to send the offer. That way it is more temporary. So if the situation changes...
I'm not actually seeing the age of that. Where do I see his age? I have Sweden selected, and I can see their ruler, King Christian. If I hover over him...
Yep, inaugurated on July the 26th, age 26.
Oh, age 26, there it is, okay.
Yep, so he's 26, and we are 43. If you want to stay long-term allies with Sweden, then yes, we should take the royal marriage. But rather than click this pop-up of them sending it, we should just turn right around and send them an offer. They'll accept, and then you can click the accept dialog on their offer, and it will still have been as if we sent it first.
Okay. I've forgotten what royal marriages do.
It gives them reasons to join your wars, because they're going to like you. Potentially, it could put our dynasty on their throne, which can lead to personal unions. It's expensive to break the relationship. It's a long-term relationship type thing.
Is Sweden going to be okay with us taking chunks of Norway and Denmark, even though it's right next to Sweden?
Go ahead and right-click on Sweden. Go to the diplomatic feedback tab. And then just automatically, if you've done that, you should be able to see the land that they want. Red and yellow.
Red and yellow is what they want.
Red is what they really, really want. Yellow is what they think would be nice to have. So they want Denmark's land.
Yeah, they really, really want Denmark's land. But aren't we taking Denmark's land? I mean, that's why we set up this shit.
Yeah.
So they're going to be a little upset when we take their land.
A little bit, yeah.
Okay. Is that going to be a problem?
Well, if we royal marry them, then it'll be hard for them to get upset about it, because they won't be able to turn around and attack us.
So it'd be a good thing to royal marry them when we want to take their land.
Well, we don't want to take their land. We want to take land they want, which is slightly different. Yes. Yeah, I would do it. Come back from... let's come back from Denmark. We have enough... let's get one more claim on Denmark. We have the points right now. Take Kolding. I'll do that for you real quick.
Good.
Yeah, we'll wait 8 days, and then just go interact with Sweden and send them a royal marriage request. Obviously, they'll accept because they sent us one.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, okay, so tomorrow they'll accept, and now you can click the accept button, and it'll still be as if it came from our side.
Okay. Okay. Accept.
Yep. Okay, and then we got to go back to spying on England because we had we were like 2 points shy of our next claim with him, but okay. We do want to improve relations with Sweden. We do want to continue improving relations with Bohemia for a small opportunity that may come up. And beyond that, we have one more province that still needs to get cored, Pale, once we get 105 points.
Yeah. Pop up.
Yeah.
What do we get? Scotland adds size 25 to their spy network, 30% chance of the event Pope discovers plot, or gain 10 diplomatic power.
Oh, I would definitely take the monarch points.
Yeah, I was just about to do that.
Yeah.
What is this? What actually happened?
Someone that's either... someone we're spying on. It's offering to give us
One of
free...
our royal agents posing as a nun in a local convent has found that she can overhear conversations from confessionals while doing chores in the church.
Sneaky woman.
Yeah.
How dare she?
Okay.
Alright. Okay, what's the next claim with England cost anyway? 40 points. Okay, so we'll be there pretty soon. We're generating 1.85 per month. I like our ruler.
Are we going to change over off Diplo power into something else?
Yes, but we can't do that until January of 96. So
Okay.
6 or 7 months from now. We've already looked at these
Rebel
two...
faction and Norwegian separatists 90%. Do we want to do something about this? Like move our army over?
They're going to rebel Orkney or Bergen-Schuss. Let's check to see. It's going to be a 12 stack. Between Orkney and Bergen-Schuss, generally speaking, they're going to fire in the higher development province. So Bergen-Schuss is 10, and Orkney is also 10.
Really?
No, Orkney's 3. I had the wrong province like this. It's probably
right.
going to be Bergen-Schuss. Yeah, I'd probably move the army up to Bergen-Schuss.
Okay.
It would be nice if we had a few extra troops or a few extra transports, but we do have a little bit of money. Go ahead and I'll manually queue up a few more ships for us.
Are you getting transports?
Well, I would probably prefer to build more light ships, at least, to get to the force limit. But yeah, if you want to have enough transports to match the army, that wouldn't be a horrible idea.
Okay.
We have 10 transports. We have 1 heavy. It shouldn't be part of your fleet, by the way. We should mothball that heavy. I'm going to grab him and bring him home.
Alright, this is one other thing I want to do real quick. So let me just pause this quickly so we don't have this. I'm pretty sure they keep moving our fucking... They move the 10 stack and they don't bring the leader with it. And I'm not really thrilled about that.
Yeah.
I'm going to move the army. I'm going to move Donald over here. Yeah. Alright.
Alright, so that's 14. Let's go...
How are we doing on our overextension? Is that coming down?
Should be. Yeah, we had 1 core, 2 finish.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna go... Nah, not quite that far. Let's just go up to our force limit in light ship and in transports for now. It would be nice. We are naval power now.
Okay. Do we want to make states of anything?
Probably not. The 2... Well, okay, hold on. Now that we have those cores, yes, definitely. The 2 that were up there before was Iceland and Faroes, and we don't want those. They're pretty crap.
Okay, but Bergen shoes, for example. Make this into...
The logic I would use right now is I would go to the ledger.
Okay.
Press L, F1, and then go to the right to page... Page...
States and territory?
7, yeah. And then
Okay.
I would sort by development.
Okay.
And then looking down that list, you can see that the highest development non-state is Wessex. 24 development, not a state. And then
Right.
beyond that, Wales is 13. So those would be the 2 that I would consider for next. Definitely Wessex, of course.
Wessex. How did I fucking find Wessex?
Press T a couple times to be to see your areas. It's the land we just conquered from England.
Okay. I see it in Essex.
Wessex is the southern coast of England. Kent, Hampshire, Somerset, Cornwall.
Yeah, I mean, I see that area. I'm just not seeing where it says Wessex.
When you zoom out a little bit, it'll say Wessex, or if you hover over the province, it'll say in the tooltip area Wessex, or if you click on any province that is in the area of Wessex, in the top right corner of the province dialog, it'll say Wessex, Britain.
Kent was one of them, and London was one of them, or no?
No, it's Hampshire, Kent, Somerset, Cornwall.
Okay. Oh, there it says area. Got it. Okay. So we should do some stuff with that then, huh?
Yeah, definitely make it into a thing. It's going to cost us more admin points to finish the cores there.
We don't have more admin points, so it's going to be a while.
That's okay. Just by making it an area, the autonomy floor will get reduced down to 50, which means we just gained money and trade power in the English channel, which is good.
How did I do that? I didn't actually have any admin points to spend, but it let me do it.
Well, you turned it into a state. You tied up one of our state slots. The autonomy floor is 75% for territorial cores.
Okay.
A state has an autonomy floor of 50%. If you want to go below 50, it has to be a full core. So you lowered the autonomy cap just by making it a state, but you can't go below 50 until you finish coring it.
Okay.
So these...
Let me right now. Why wouldn't I do this with the other ones too?
I would probably do Vestlandet, for sure, because it's an area that we're going to continue to expand into.
Do what?
The area of Vestlandet. Sorry, Wales. I don't know why I called it Vestlandet. Where did I see Vestlandet?
No. Okay.
I know I just saw that word somewhere. There's...
Yes, it's our last Vestlandet is one of the other territories we haven't done.
Right, that's Bergenshus. I would definitely do that one because of the coastal center of trade there. And because we're going to continue to expand into Norway. Norway and Denmark.
Okay.
And I'm assuming we already did it with Sealand? Yes.
I don't know.
Yeah, we did.
Okay.
So, nice. And probably if I had to choose between all these cores that we still need then, I would go Bergenshus next because of the estuary.
Okay.
And then I would prioritize the other stuff in England.
Okay.
Like Kent and Hampshire and stuff. So, cool. Alright, let's go then.
All right, rebels, fire.
All right. Just going to real quick check and see. England's lost a lot of their land. Looks like we need another claim. Probably Cornwall would be a good location.
Okay.
Or we could actually go for Calais. You want to cross into the
No.
into Calais?
Well,
I mean, the sooner we
what's
do
the value
that.
of Calais? So let me take a look at it.
Well, a couple things. Calais is number one. It would give us more borders with people who are on the mainland. Number two, you'll notice there's a provincial modifier in there called the Staple Port. It's a special province. The English use it. Historically, it was like a contentious location in the game, and England, of course, held it at the beginning of the game, and they used that to draw a lot of trade into their country. So it's a good province. It's not a full estuary, but it's a nice province.
I like
that
that it had a
province
fort.
modifier. Yeah, the fort would be kind of nice to have. So, oh, I see you took the claim. Okay, cool. By the way, I think France wants that land. Yeah, he does.
They can fuck right off. It's our land.
That's the right attitude. I appreciate that. Good. Okay. Right. So we got our...
Stupid Norwegian separatists, fire! Our English separatists are up to 50% now.
Yeah, they're going to fire in 2.4 years, roughly. The Norwegians are estimated at 0.7. There is a 11.2% chance.
Should we spend a little bit of cash on infrastructure, like building infrastructure?
I would consider it, yeah. Looking at the available buildings that we have right now, I would be leaning heavily towards probably shipyards.
Okay. I don't think the only ones we've done so far are the church buildings. So let's go walk through that again. Saxony's gone to war, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so a couple things. Let me just quickly check the mission progress, because I've forgotten what it was. And it was get overextension to less than 1%. What's our current overextension at?
19. You're basically waiting for the Core of Pale, which will be done April 3rd of 98.
Okay, so that's fine. So we will hit that mission. That's nice. We're not granting military access, are we?
I wouldn't, no. Unless you want to just be nice to random people.
No. And then I was going to look at the... All right, I don't remember. So buildings was probably through B, if I had to guess. Let's see.
Macro builder, sure.
Yeah, and development? No, it's not what I wanted. Buildings.
7.
Okay. All right, so these are the ones available. So I like... You like shipyards. Naval force limit +2. Local shipboarding. Building time -25%. Local ship repair +25%.
Yep. So at the very least, I'd like 1 so that we could park our navy there, and then when they are mothballed and they need to get repaired, they will repair 25% faster.
Oh, I see. So we should probably do that in, for example, London.
Yeah, that'd be a great choice.
But okay, so it's going to tell me, once I click on that, it's going to tell me where I can put it?
Yep.
Okay.
Basically everywhere.
Okay. Done.
Obviously, you can't build a shipyard on a non-coastal province. That would be silly. But basically,
if we have a large lake, we could do training maneuvers in there.
No. It would be very nice to have a shipyard in basically every single province that borders the water right now, because we would have a massive, massive naval force limit. Which we would then...
want that?
Yes.
I kind of wanted to invest in trade power for more infrastructure.
Well, by building up our naval force limit, we end up with more ships, which means we have more trade power. Mobile trade power that can also be used for war. It's got multi-purpose. And again, when it comes to marketplaces, they are not very good unless they are built in a province with an estuary.
Yeah. I'm sure we have some provinces with estuaries that we haven't done, though.
I think they've actually all been built. Bergenshus has one. Sealand, formerly owned by Denmark, has one. London has one. Lothian, we built one.
Okay.
So I don't think that there are any other estuaries that we've missed, actually.
Okay.
England's fabricating claims on us, by the way.
Good luck.
Okay.
I guess they have 9k troops. Actually, they have 25k troops there.
Okay, so do you feel like taking a random risk? Just not real risk, but like just random dice roll. You want to take a chance?
What are you asking about?
Okay, so we kind of very briefly at one point talked about personal unions. Not really, though.
Okay.
Okay, we're a Catholic nation, which gives us the ability to get personal unions over other nations that are in our religious group. So Catholic, Protestant, Reformed, Orthodox, Coptic, etc. Anything that's in our religious group.
Okay.
To do that, we need to have more development and preferably better prestige than all of the target nations' royal marriages. So, you see at the top, the alert, disputed succession. It's the little silhouette black man with a crown on it.
Yeah.
There are two nations with no heir, Oldenburg and Bohemia.
Okay.
Possibly unbeknownst to you, I've been improving relations with Bohemia to make them like us enough so that they will accept the royal marriage.
I had checked that earlier. I didn't know why you were doing that. I thought it might be our mission, but then I checked our mission and it wasn't. So.
Yep. So basically, the disputed succession is saying that Bohemia is, they have no heir, they have 30 prestige, and their current ruler is 43 years old. That's pretty old. He could die tomorrow. Preferably 50 or 60 years old would be much, much more likely, but still 43 is pretty old.
Okay.
Bohemia is willing to accept a royal marriage now. Right-click on Bohemia. They are on the eastern...
Got 'em.
Yeah, okay. They are allied to Poland and Milan. They only have a royal marriage with Poland. Let's check the ledger to see who has more development between us and Poland.
Okay.
We have... it's on the second, page 2. We have 359 development, and Poland has 321. So we have more development than his royal marriage partners. We have higher prestige, I think, than both of them by far. And he's willing to accept the royal marriage. So basically, we can tie up one of our 4 relationship slots to just go and marry Bohemia. Basically, just wed one of our dynasty members off to him. And then
relation slots. So we talked about this before?
We did, but because of our location, we've never really been anywhere close hitting our cap on relations. We have up to 4. We have 2 out of 4 right now.
Where do we see that? Where do I see they have 2 of 4 relations?
Right-click on our country.
Yeah.
To the right of our ruler's name, you'll see 2/4, top box.
Yeah.
Diplomatic relations, Sweden and France. Alliances and royal marriages.
I didn't realize there's a limit to this. Okay, so that's the one to the France alliance. Okay, so we're going to do this with Bohemia. So, all right, so we're going to send... So, I don't know what this is going to get us, though. So, I don't really want... I'm looking at Prague's location. And that seems like a really sketchy spot to have territory. So, this isn't giving us territory, right?
Well, do you remember when the Polish declined the union over Lithuania? And you even, without understanding too much about the game, understood that was pretty stupid of them, right?
Right.
Well, how would you like to just be the owner of Bohemia right now?
The entire area, or just that one little...
No, all province? Of it. Bohemia.
Okay,
just make Bohemia ours.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
If we do the royal marriage and Bohemia dies, right now, we would most likely gain a personal union over them, and they would basically be our subject nation.
Yeah,
they would join us in all of our wars. They would eventually become part of our territory.
Can we tax them?
Yes, kind of. Not directly, but there's interaction you can do called... forget what it's called, but there's a thing you can do every now and then you can extort their money from them, yes.
As long as I can extort money from them, I'm all right with it.
Okay. Let's come back from England for a second then. Go ahead and send a royal marriage offer to Bohemia.
All right, so offer war. Good. Royal marriage. Okay. Bohemia selected. They're going to say yes. Not all that positive, but the opinion is a big influence modifier on that, so that's why you were doing that. Both countries are Catholic. Scottish diplomatic reputation +2. Neutral attitude towards Scotland and distance between borders. Okay. Confirmed. Chance of new area. 1 minute. Do you wish to request from blah. Our legitimacy change by -2. What's our legitimacy at?
93.
Okay, it's not a very big hit then. Okay. Having 3 royal marriages will have the following effect on Scotland. Gain legitimacy. Are these green ones? This is bonuses for us to have multiple royal marriages?
Yes. Being married to other nations increases the chances that you spawn an heir. It makes you better improving relations over time, and it also gives you an increase to your legitimacy recovery rate. So over a period of time, this will pay for itself anyway.
Okay.
It'll take, like right now we have 2 royal marriages, Sweden and France. So we're actually at 0.2, 2, and 10. And it's going to increase to 0.3, 3, and 15. Each one gives you 0.1, 0.1, 1, and 5. Those numbers.
All right. Do we wish to... We can change our focus over now. Do we wish to do that?
Yes, I think so.
You're thinking military?
It depends. It depends.
Here's my thought process, right? The first is we have an idea group for military, so that'd be nice. But the problem is we're super behind on admin. Admin stuff, because we just took a bunch of land, and we're planning on taking more land when this truce with England expires, right?
Yep. There's 2 main factors to consider. Number 1 is we're doing a military idea group, and we also still don't want to fall behind on military tech. However, we're so strong now relative to our 2 rivals, we're probably going to be able to win the next war without being ahead of them on tech anyway. So not quite as important as it used to be ahead on tech. But there's another factor that you may have missed that's even more significant. Take a look at your heir.
Okay, so we have an heir over there, James the Girthy Stewart. And Why is he... Oh, yeah, you named him. Right, I was going to say, James the Girthy. And he's calm. What else? And his claim is weak. What am I looking at in particular? His 6 military skill that he's going to be generating a ton of military points for us.
His overall balance of monarch points is what you're looking at.
Yeah, so he has very poor admin.
Which means that if he rules our nation for the next, say, 30 or 40 years, we will fall behind on admin tech. We will fall behind on admin.
But doesn't our current ruler have to die for that to happen?
Yeah, but he's 45. He's going to die soon.
Oh, is he? 45?
Yeah.
What age do they normally die at?
Sometime between 45 and 60. 65, maybe.
All right. And I guess our current ruler doesn't have very good admin either.
Exactly.
Actually, our current ruler's kind of shit. 133?
He is. He's quite bad. He's below average, for sure. But,
okay.
So, yeah, what I would consider here is that, number one, I mean, focusing military would be good to get the extra ideas out faster. But number two is that probably over the next 25 years, we're going to be wanting more admin points because both of our current ruler and our heir are both really bad at that. I'd lean probably more in favor of admin focus.
I'm okay with that. Okay.
So.
And there was something else. What the hell was it? It was something else we could have done. Oh, we got an idea right now.
Mm-hmm.
So any reason not to take the next idea in the military group? It's not going to be immediately helpful, but it's not going to get cheaper, right?
Nope. Pretty unlikely to get any cheaper. Yeah, I would just take it now.
What do you mean? Ideas can get cheaper?
Yep. There's random events that can happen. That can you could have an heir, like your current ruler could have a trait that reduces idea cost by 5%. Depending on the idea groups you have unlocked, there's certain random pulse events that can happen that will lower idea cost. It's pretty unlikely, but in theory could happen. I mean, like,
and we have the option of doing a Diplotech. Is that worth doing right now? So neighbor bonus is minus 10% already. Ideas is minus 14%. It does increase over time, so we don't want to leave it. I guess that's probably a minus. I mean, that modifier is going to go up over time, right? We're not behind or ahead, so it's not penalized or bonused.
Yeah, I'll just take it now.
Yeah. Okay.
Sure.
Colonial range and naval morale doesn't seem very useful, but maybe naval morale could be useful.
Yeah, if we were at war, it would be good. Yeah. More importantly, next 2 techs are going to give us things that are good. They're going to give us some new ships.
Oh, we get a local sailors modifier.
Yeah. Did you see, by the way, that there was a poll, Johan, the...
Yeah, I did actually, about removing it.
Yeah.
Removing sailors entirely.
Yep. Mm-hmm. And it was like 80% of people said, yeah, just remove it.
It's funny too, because I'm playing Darkest Dungeon, and there's some dev hatred for mariners in Darkest Dungeon for some reason right now too. So like, in both games I'm like really involved, or 2 of the 3 games I'm really involved in right now are not so good on sailors. So, all right.
Yep.
Okay.
Well,
yeah, we're that happy time again. Well, I mean, we're not warring right now, but we're moving along. We're like getting progress in the timeline, right?
Yep. We sped things up. We're playing on speed 3. We're trying to make things happen here.
All right, cool.
So
we're gonna pop up. This is probably a good time to cut it.
Okay, sounds good. Let's do it.
All right. See you guys soon.